said about interpretation. I mean, some of my friends know that. After I retired from the presidency of Toastmasters, I have successfully applied for the TNI program, which stands for Translation and Interpretation. So today, in my last speech, I want to introduce interpretation, which has preoccupied my life since last year. And later, I will talk about how I carry the skills I have learned in Toastmasters into the process of learning interpretation. First, what's so special about being an interpreter? I mean, it may sound very challenging to become an interpreter, right? But we still receive a lot of benefits from it. For example, being a professional interpreter is like you get paid to learn. Each conference you go, it's like a practice. You get your salary, and then you learn a lot of new things in the end. What's more, doing interpretation is like taking a mind trip into some celebrities. Obama, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. You can travel through their mindset when you interpret the words of their speech. And that would definitely become an unforgettable speech. Okay, what do I usually learn from interpretation classes? Most of the time, I was receiving the training of simultaneous interpretation, SI, which was a multitask. When you listen to what the speaker says, then you interpret them, and meanwhile, you have to divert some of your attention into that next sentence because the speaker won't stop speaking and you have to continue interpreting. So it's like you listen and you comprehend and you interpret all at the same time. SI is like playing juggling. You have to play several balls at one time. It's like you do multiple tasks. And this is where we do SI, which we call it booth. Okay, end of boring introduction. Now here comes my story. Before I started to learn interpretation, I was quite convinced that I was very well trained in Toastmasters. There was no fear of speaking to the public. I mean, to the audience. But people won't find one task to be so frustrating until they find its difficulty. Last year, I was diagnosed by my professor that I have so-called booth fright. It was very ironic because I had never had stage fright, but now I have booth fright. I was never afraid of speaking to the public, and I used to be very confident in Toastmasters. But like somebody who has fear of heights, I feel very panicky and very scared when I go into the booth. Imagine all the people in one classroom are all ears listening to your speech. Every word carefully, and your professor is going to pick up every mistake you make. And your performance are videotaped. There's nothing like, everybody give me a big hand. No. All I faced were the harsh comments and the critical criticism from my peers and professor. So that's why I became very scared. I found that I cannot go into the booth. Each time when I go into the booth, I got very panicky. And wrong with me. Not until then did I really understand the feeling of people who have stage fright. I know why they would tremble, they would stumble on the stage. But once for a while, I was really worn out by the long-term pressure of having what's right. So I come back here. I come back to Toastmasters. Originally, I just wanted to find a place to take a rest or to take a breath. To be more specific, the reason of coming back here is to find something that I used to own but now I lost. And partly because I really need some comfort from my old friends called Pai Pai. But not until then did I really realize I almost forgot the feeling of standing on the stage. When I served as an LE or GE over there, I always tell my other members, I say, the stage is a pretty harsh thing. Forgetting lines, standing like a wood, and you told a joke and nobody's laughing, or even pretending they are laughing. You know, there could be so many bad memories and awful experience on the stage. And it was always awful to watch your video after your performance. But you know what? If we really want to become a good speaker, if we really want to become strong, you have to come back. You have to conquer it. Conquer the stage, conquer the fear. Being a Toastmaster until my last year, I always feel like this place is my home. When I feel tired, I come back, catching up with friends, and I feel I was recharged. But beyond friendship, beyond family, what does Toastmasters have told us? For me, I think what I've learned from this stage for so many semesters was always come back to the stage. Always come back for the challenge. If people can conquer their stage fright, then so do I. And that idea kept me going in my following interpretation classes. Today, in my last speech, what do I want to leave to you in my last speech? Well, number one, believe. Having a faith in yourself is the most powerful thing that you own. Resilience is a force that can manifest a reality. I have several newcomers come up to me and ask, give me some advice for the future. And I say, never put limitations on yourself. Because other people will do that for you. Don't do it to yourself. And always eager for challenges. Always eager to come back to the stage. And remember, you've got home. Maybe after today, you will forget all of our speeches. But I want to remember one thing. You may feel frustrated in other things, and I may feel depressed in interpretation. But remember, failure could be an option in our life, but fear is not. TMB.